Now, please, let me advise you. As a young man, as a young woman, grow large in your spirit. Grow very large. Give yourself to fasting. Give yourself to prayer now.
The one that died for you is the one that should call the shots as to what you should apply your life to do. Now, I was not a bad student while I was in the university, and my desire was to lecture, and I was a bit good in what I studied. All right, so, and before I left school, one of our professors was made deputy VC in another university, and he wanted to carry me along so that I would study under him. So I got the job, lecturing job. But I went to pray on the field in the night, and while I was praying, the Holy Spirit ministered to me that of all the things written concerning you in heaven, lecturing is not one of them. It's not one of them. And I like knowledge. And one of my desires of wanting to lecture is that I have a lot of cramming ability. So I wanted to just cram the notes and then come for lecture without note. Then I give them, it's something I can do, all right? Give them notes from my head, give them structures from my head, and lecture. Any course I'm doing, I can do it without note. So that was just what I wanted to achieve by lecture. You know, when may the flesh not be your motivation for anything in life. So the Lord now said, in your archives, in your file, there's nothing written about you and lecturing. So I had to turn that offer down. The man saw I was smart. The man saw I could maybe become something in that world, but it was not written concerning me. In fact, God said through prophecy, days later, after the Lord confronted me with that position, he said through prophecy days later, through a reliable prophetic voice, that he will not allow me to do masters. I almost had problem with the person that prophesied that thing. And then, so when I was posted to Benue and I was working at the depot in Benue, our members were influential people in one of the universities there. So they went and got their admission for me to do masters and all. The moment I saw my name on the notice board, I lost my peace. I lost my peace not for one day, not for 1 month, and that's terrible. So I went and told that lecturer. The lecturer's husband's elder brother was a senator at the time. So I don't know how they did it, but the school gave me my school fees back in check form. So I now gave her the check. That was how my peace came back. That's the reason why I'm not a doctor today. Because even though I have accepted that I will not lecture, I still want to let it be on record that I was a professor. He said that he died for you. The implication is that all of us that live now are indebted to him on the account of the principle of substitution. The only life I can live is a life that he prescribes. And if you are not living that prescription of life, there are various realms where your authority will not be acknowledged. And I'm telling you this as a man that has been in the field for a long time. And I've seen in my city, I told you the other day when you came to see me, that the number of deaths for pastors in my city annually is something to think about. So it's not as if that their callings were not valid. It's not as if there were immoral people. When you are in the heart of spiritual warfare, these are the matters that will come up. These are the matters that will come. You might want to do like other people. You might want to behave like other people. But God has a prescription for you. And that prescription is law for you because of substitution. Because of substitution. So God has not called you to be creative in the sense of let's be innovative. He has just called you to submit to the script that you already wrote before you were formed in your mother's womb. And if you know nothing about why you are here on this side of heaven, it's a call to prayer and fasting.
Now, please, let me advise you. As a young man, as a young woman, grow large in your spirit. Grow very large. Give yourself to fasting. Give yourself to prayer now.